All right. Welcome back to Slurpathon 2023. Up next is, I'm going to say it, the best game ever. MGS 3, European Extreme, all camos, being run by Vermillion. Take it away, Vern.
All right, how's it going, everybody? This is Metal Gear Solid 3, European Extreme all camos. So a few things off the bat. We're gonna be playing on the European Extreme difficulty, like I said. It's a difficulty where we have less ammo, less health. The bosses have more HP, and the biggest thing is at the bottom right. You can see game ends when being seen by enemy. So we have to be really careful. We're gonna be collecting all the camos as well, so it's gonna be kind of confusing and different than a regular European Extreme run, but we're gonna try our best to not get caught. That's the goal here, and we're gonna go for the Foxhound rank, which requires no kills. But there might be a few things along the way that's like kind of questionable, but just trust me on this. We'll be fine. Anyways, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go.
After the end
All
of
right,
World
let's
War
do it.
II, the world was split
The
into
virtuous
two,
mission.
East and West.
There's a lot of
This marked the
cutscenes,
beginning of the era
but
called
we
the
just
Cold
skipped them really
War.
fast, so that's good. Thankfully, it's not like a JRPG where the cutscenes are not skippable.
This is true.
Yeah, because this game has a lot of cutscenes. If you guys have never played this game before, or heard about it, or seen it, a lot of cutscenes.
And a lot of audio logs, well, like codec conversations
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, there's so much stuff you're not gonna see in this run because we want to go fast, but trust me, there's be a lot of stuff. In this, even the beginning of the run, just a lot of like cutscenes were skipped and
Yeah. So a lot of menuing in this run.
oh yeah, for sure. So thankfully, we don't have to mash through these codecs. We just hold Y. I'm playing on the Xbox series. It's the fastest version. It's the nicest looking one for so far. But in next month, we get a new version of the game, which we've all been waiting for.
That's true.
Exciting.
Fingers crossed for keyboard and mouse control.
Oh, yeah, true. I think MGS is having keyboard and mouse controls. We'll see if it actually like can help or do something crazy, but I don't think it will change much.
Not really. Not really. Might help with like some of the, but so much of like aiming in the game is just based on like the game's built-in aim assist and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah.
if you can like position your first-person camera well, it doesn't really matter if like you're always going to shoot in the middle of the screen regardless with your first shot. So at least most of the stuff I can think of, I ran this in VE, so that gives a lot less like precision shooting and stuff like that. But
like right there, we just did a quick headshot. We went to that tree, perfectly lined up for a headshot on that guard. We went on our tiptoes. It's a really big thing. So one thing about European Extreme that's actually good is if you trank a guard, shoot a tranquilizer into him, and then roll into him or knock him down, it will immediately knock him out. Usually takes about 3 shots. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing here. And we're gonna go to a very specific position on this bridge. We're gonna pick headshot this guard, then aim, shoot this guard, and then the next part is we're gonna shoot this wall in the back, distract this guard, roll through. He doesn't see us, and he's deaf on the radio.
This is HQ.
Like that, right here.
nicely done.
The one thing about this difficulty is, well, I mean, like all camos, there's no camos in the virtuous mission, so everything here is just kind of standard, and we're not going to do anything crazy.
You're also going to see Vern roll into loading zones a lot. Just speeds up when you run into a loading zone in MGS3, you walk like it plays like you can see him walking as the screen transition goes, and if you roll, you get further into that, so he doesn't have to walk as far. So
yeah, rolling into a loading screen is definitely just like it takes about a second, but there's so many rooms in this game that like overall in the run just saves a lot of time.
Exactly.
All right, so this who knocked out, don't worry about them. We have no idea what happened.
Probably nothing important.
Yeah, just stuff happened.
Some guy who's not going to show up again.
True. So I actually did a story playthrough of this game kind of recently, and this whole Virtuous mission is like over an hour long with all the
Oh yeah.
cutscenes and me playing like pretty fast. Pretty funny. All right, so now we're gonna
Yeah,
go for a cure menu here. It's pretty
yeah, it's just,
standard, the same, but there's optimizations here that can make it faster or slower.
yeah. Yeah, learning, especially if you're coming from like casual like play of this game, like just learning like the right direction to go through the healing items and such, and like we're like doing all of the same kind of injuries in a row so that you end up on the right. Like there's a lot of optimization to do with the menus.
Oh yeah, the menuing is actually like a big like part of this game that like people can lose a lot of time on.
Mm-hmm.
Because the menuing can be kind of finicky, and you can be like, okay, well I'm scrambling, and you don't want stuff to be in different positions than you normally have them and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like a lot of, I think like a lot of MGS games, like there's a lot of little like granular systems and like touches and stuff like that, which when you're playing through it casually are just kind of neat things that are in there, and they all kind of come together. In a speed game, all of those little things can become potential time losses or time gains, like elevation, Snake runs slower up hills, for instance, and so there's ways of mitigating that, like using the cardboard box or...
Exactly. This is the first really hard room in the run. We're gonna equip our stun grenade here. Roll at a specific point in the ground. The guards didn't see us. We're gonna silence our footsteps with this grenade here, because in this game it's a glitch that allows us to do that, and we're through. Pretty tricky, that room. If I mess up the roll at any point, I would have gotten caught. If I walk slightly north, I wouldn't have gotten caught. So, good. This is a very difficult room as well. We're gonna have to do a really specific roll here. 2 rolls actually. Wait here. We're gonna CQC slam both of these guards because we don't want them to notice us later on. Their vision is really good on European Extreme, so we really don't want them to like see us all the way down here. There's gonna be a camo at the bottom here, but there's one more guard we gotta take out first.
Yeah, during the Virtuous mission, it's the M16, I think, is where the camo is. Isn't really useful during the Virtuous mission, and don't retain any gear, as Vern pointed out. So,
yeah, thankfully there's no camos in the Virtuous mission, so it'd be kind of hard actually, because like there's actually a lot of a lot of guards in the Virtuous mission.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so we got our first camo, the raindrop camo, and we're about to pick up the most overpowered item in the entire game. People know it. It's the most iconic item in the series. The cardboard box is very powerful. We're gonna be using it a lot.
It's definitely at its peak in MGS3. MGS3, it's just insane how good the box is. In a speed game, I mean, ironically, it's probably like not the most useful cardboard box in the series in a casual playthrough, but in a speed game capacity, it's head and shoulders above everything else.
All right, so this is actually a ridiculously hard fight. So I'm gonna go to my menu immediately. Put my cardboard box. Take off some weapons I don't need. And this fight is very precise. So I'm gonna shoot this guy. It can't be in the headshot. Shoot him in the body. Get up here. Shoot this guy all the way in the distance here. Doesn't matter if I shoot him in the head or not. Aim it over here. Shoot this guy in the body. Roll over. Stun grenade. Throw the stun grenade down here. Knock on the wall. I'm gonna have to shoot this guy over here. Roll over. Going to shoot this guy. He's knocked down, which is perfect. Gonna aim over here. Snipe this guy all the way in the back. And then I'm gonna shoot this guy off screen. He's knocked out, and there's one more guard left. And we're good. That's it. This whole fight.
Incredibly clean. It's crazy that Vern just made that look crazy easy. That is a absolutely insane fight on European Extreme. If you don't know what you're doing, there's a lot of clever
it's pretty crazy. It's really hard.
There's really clever like AI manipulation and stuff like that though going on. So
yeah, it's hard because if at any point if any of those guards see me, the whole fight has to reset because game over if you're seen. So
yeah,
and I have to do the menu and everything again. But it's a really cool fight to see, but it's ridiculously hard and kind of stressful. You're in, like,
Oh, definitely. Yeah, botching any of those stun grenades or darts can be absolutely lethal.
yeah, it's bad. We've all gone through trials and tribulations as the European extreme runners. That just like it's just sometimes you just mess it up, you mess up one small thing, and then the fight just doesn't work. There's a lot of things about this game. It's like a lot of small, very optimal things can just like that you mess up just will not like make the fight work.
It's true. Now, does the croc cap count? Like, I know it's not technically a face paint or a camo. Do you collect it during the run?
No. It doesn't count. Funny enough, but
fair enough.
It's just the main. There's 23 camos and face paints in the whole run, which it doesn't seem. It seems like there was more, but there's actually there's only 23. Here we're gonna cure the leech because we need to get rid of these leeches, or else they'll drain our stamina, and stamina is very important in this.
Yeah. So it's one of the things that's very different between like the VE run and EE is that in VE you just like ignore so many things in the cure menu, including like leeches and stuff like that, because you're so tanky on easy. So like whereas in European Extreme, like the difference between like a small amount of stamina and like a full stamina bar will be the difference between life and death a lot. So
this room's actually very, very, very precise. If my movement's ever messed up in this room, it will not work. So we had to do that shot there to distract the dog over there. We're gonna run against this railing here. Wait, roll at a specific time. Be really careful not to shock ourselves. That was very close.
Nice.
And we're gonna collect the Choco Chip camo here in this tree. I guess trunk.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And we have there's a face paint out here too, right?
Yeah,
and,
there's a lot of camos. There's 2 camos here actually. So we're gonna do usually we would run to the end of the screen. We're gonna knock this guy out here. There's gonna be a snow face paint here, which is right there. And do that. Then we're gonna roll over here. Roll over the wall. There's gonna be a camo on the roof here. And gonna be a guard right here that we want him to spot us. He spotted us, which is good. Gotta be careful here. Do not shock myself.
Yeah, I guess that's another kind of distinction that may seem arbitrary, but like guards seeing you and guards being alerted by you are very different things. And you actually do want to be seen by a fair number of guards over the course of just to get them out of position or to get them to move so that you can safely walk down a different path and stuff like that.
I want to get a headshot of him. I did get it.
Oh, another little thing there. You also like we mentioned that Vern's going for the Foxhound rank, and yet shot that barrel, which probably killed people.
Yeah,
but
like,
MGS3
it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Exactly. MGS3 absolves you of your sins. It wasn't the bullet hitting the barrel exploding that killed him. It was just the barrel exploding.
It's their fault for being close to the barrel, you know? Like
exactly.
It just bullets happened to be next to the barrel and it exploded and it it was them. It was on them. The game says, "Yeah, I got you." Also, that's Ocelot. Very specific fight, really fast, but it's actually a lot harder than most people think because like you want to make sure you get all headshots. His head can be a little finicky because he's blocking his head with his hand, but thankfully we got it. So
yeah, no, that was really clean. It was really fast. And now you're watching. Believe it or not, you are watching a section of this game.
Oh yeah. It looks it's very dark. I'm sorry, but that's just how the game is. That's how it was intended.
There's a number of tricks for getting some level of illumination down here, but all of them are too slow for a speed run or too dangerous, essentially.
Yeah, so. It's like okay, you can either use a cigar, which is slow. You can get a torch, which is slow.
Yeah.
You can wait in the darkness and get adjusted to the darkness, I guess. But
Yeah, get your eyes,
yeah.
let your eyes adjust.
Alright, so we have a camo here. We're gonna do a really interesting glitch that's never used in any difficulty or any category except for this one. So we're gonna be grabbing this camo over here. And we're gonna do something called a vent glitch. So we're gonna go in here a little bit, turn to the right, stand up. Now we're inside the vent. We're gonna run along this, and then roll into the load zone. And now we're fighting the pain. You know, just casual glitches. And this fight's ridiculously hard on Xbox because the aiming is very weird.
Yeah. Yeah, the pain is a strange fight in general. It's like very Kojima in that, like, all the little elements of it make sense, but they come together in a weird way.
We do have a donation for whenever we have a chance.
All right, yeah, we go right now.
Oh, okay.
So Anonymous sent in $15 with the message, and I think I know what they're going for. With the message, Big Boss, Naked Snake, Soviet Union, Jungle, Chogood, and then donation goes to Run His Choice.
All right. What's available?
That's a great question. I know. Bring it up now. So today, we met the donation for Deep Freeze, so I think the next one is Sound Voltex. So
All right. What's where the sets for Sound Voltex?
it's the level 20 songs, so it adds a bunch of. It's gonna add a.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm down. I love Sound Voltex.
Right. Okay. I'll put it towards that then.
So right there's also a variation we did. We actually had to eat that mango. It helps out in this river here because since we did so much extra stuff, we have to make sure our stamina's somewhat full. Also, I'm gonna go for funny glitch here. I messed up. You can actually roll through that rock, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to make sure that our stamina's full here because we don't want to get up in this river too much.
Yes.
Like on
There's
very
another
easy,
one of
we don't
those.
carry.
Yeah, I was gonna say on very easy. It's actually really funny because you just drown a little bit to swim through as fast as possible.
Yeah, you fight through the pain. Here, Snake cannot handle too much pain. And also, this part requires a lot of mashing. It's not the fastest mashing, but it's still kind of annoying because it's kind of long.
Mm-hmm. And actually, with the vent glitch, that does bring up another thing, which is that there are a few glitches in MGS3 speedrunning, but it is a relatively glitch-light speedrun. Like, there's...
Exactly, yeah.
There's
Also,
some crazy
by the way, these barrels, also not my fault. Again, the usual. You know, they were standing there. You know, I happened to shoot a gun. But yeah, I'm just really not that many glitches overall in the run. It's just more you're kind of playing the game the fastest way possible.
Yeah.
All right, this room is really hard, by the way. A lot of things are going on, but it looks really cool if you get it right. So hopefully we mess it up.
I was gonna say on a vanilla, like a casual European Extreme run, this warehouse is a recurring nightmare they have to deal with.
There we go. All right, we did it.
Beautiful.
That is what the strat looks like. Yeah, this warehouse is ridiculously hard if you're playing casually and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's just so many guards. They have so many angles, and if you get spotted, it's just over. Yeah, they can like people don't understand this. The guards have eagle vision. Like they can see from miles away. It looks kind of crazy.
Yeah, they work kind of strangely. Like they have really good vision. They don't always have the best judgment, But then we'll see if like the way the game's AI reacts to it is it's basically as a checklist where it's like sees you and then it just looks for a couple other things, and if those criteria are met, they get alerted. And it doesn't take much.
Yeah, they alert pretty fast. All right, so we're gonna
Yes.
do a really funny strat that I came up with for this category, and I'll explain it after it happens. But I want you guys to experience watching it for the first time. Just get ready. That's all I'm gonna say, and hopefully we won't mess up.
Running away. Running away, huh? Not so fast. Running away, huh?
All right,
Nobody here.
that strat, you know, basically what happened there is the guards, they don't alert on you if you're in the scientist outfit, but if you go into the box, it resets their AI, so they don't immediately like send you back to the jail cell, because if you spend too much time outside the walls, they'll put you back in the jail cell. So I keep doing that over and over again to reset their AI, so they don't capture me, and they don't care about boxes, I guess.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's incredible.
Yeah. Also, wait one second. This guard, by the way, will get knocked out. Watch. All right, so what are you saying?
Oh, and casually, I came across a very similar thing with the croc cap.
Oh,
Or if you put the croc cap on and off while you're wearing the scientist outfit inside, it stops the guys from getting, like the other scientists from getting suspicious.
Yeah, they're just like.
Oh, right, yeah, because you get the
fly.
Is this the poo camo?
Yep,
fly,
that
right,
is
yeah.
that is the fly camo.
What are you up to?
And also, they don't care about scientists jumping off of a balcony as well. You know, the guards here, the guards have really interesting priorities, like you said.
It's true, it's true. And I think part of that is that, like, the game has... I'll often bring this up just, like, unprompted at parties. Making... Oh, we're gonna need that spray for the end later.
Yeah, we're gonna... The six spray is actually a very good weapon
It's
overall.
Extremely useful. In just about any version of this game, it's a good item.
Yes, it is very good. Also, we're gonna bump this guy. He forgot that we existed for a second. Yeah, bumping scientists resets their AI, so they don't immediately like. The scientists know that you're not a scientist, and you don't have to worry about like. And you're kind of scared that they catch you off of that.
Yeah.
So bumping them to them just helps out like not like reset their AI, so they don't like immediately alert on. Right?
Yeah, the game's AI is manipulatable in like frankly for a PS2 game, like a shocking number of ways. Like there's all sorts of stuff like sabotaging supply houses will make them less observant or like look for food and stuff like that. They detect off of multiple different senses and stuff. It's actually kind of insane.
Yeah, this game was a way ahead of its time. Also, this is a really cool strat, by the way. So we're gonna shoot this gun unsilenced here, distracting this guard later down. Put back our silencer on. This dog will run past us. We're gonna shoot this guy twice, and then just like that, he's gonna get knocked out. But when we pass him, that. And there we go. And now we have the fear, which is a really funny fight. If you guys have never seen it before,
I'm interested to see what the pathing is because I've seen so many different crazy versions of this fight. So every fear fight is hilarious.
yeah. So we're gonna fake death pill here.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't like this position that he's in, but it's fine. I'm gonna throw the stun grenade here. Gonna go over here and hopefully he gets knocked out. Nice. Really funny glitch. Really fast fight.
Yeah, so that's one of the few glitches there where basically after being stunned, all damage becomes tranquilizer damage for some reason.
Yeah.
Or stamina damage to the fear.
It's funny because that glitch has been known for so long, like over like a few decades. I mean, like over like a decade.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I
Also,
can't even remember
this
when
is
I
the
first.
hardest. This is the hardest room in the game, by the way. Gotta be really careful here. Really scared about this. We're gonna roll over here, Goomba stomp this guy. Quick headshot this guy. We're gonna have to make sure our movement's good. There's a camo at the end of this room that we need right here. And go into our box. We're gonna
What's that box?
put toes here, shoot this guy, and we should be good. Alright, we're good. Yeah, this
Okay.
room is very.
I,
Now we
I, I,
now we backtrack.
yeah, I said it for the Ocelot unit fight before, but like really, Vern makes that look so freaking easy. It's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Also, that barrel again, like I said, you know, they should stop staring your barrels.
Yeah, really, it's a safety protocol issue, not a not a CIA spy issue.
Yeah, you know, they should really just think about where their barrels are placed more. They like put in the same spot that happened last time. You know, they should learn.
Yeah, like you got to learn from your mistakes. At some point, you got to take responsibility.
Yeah. So earlier, if you guys noticed, I equipped the brown face paint. It's a exclusive camo to. If you say I like MGS3, it gives you unlimited oxygen, which is important for this part here. We don't want to get up in the river too much, so we just go over here and swim for a while because we need to get a water. I think water face paint is what it's called, and it takes so long. We have to go all the way back here, grab it, go all the way back, and it only spawns like after you come back. It doesn't spawn like at the beginning. Very weird.
Yeah, it's
Like very missable if you have no idea what's happening. If you're like doing a casual playthrough and you want to be camo, and you're like, where's the last one at?
It's I can't think of a reason you would backtrack there that isn't like an extreme stretch, like you wanted more glow caps or something.
Yeah, like it just makes no sense because like also you can't even go back from where the pain was because the pain like you drop off of like a ledge, so you can't even go back even if you wanted to.
Yeah, so you couldn't backtrack to like to the cave or anything. So it'd just be the cave entrance, and yeah, I don't know. It's a strange one.
Yeah, it's really interesting that they put it there. If your movement's really bad here, then these guards can wake up actually. This guard right here is about to wake up in a few seconds. But we're fine. We got through. Alright, so this next part, the guards have woken up. So we're gonna do a really funny trick here where I bump into this guy. No! I messed up! Oh. I forgot to put the box on. I took the box off.
That happens.
Okay, so what I meant to do was go in the box and bump into. That's the first alert of the whole run. That's sad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a decent way in before getting your first alert.
That's unfortunate. Okay though. I should bump into him. But yeah, the guards have woken up and you want to knock that guard out. Definitely go in the box. It's a lot safer than what I just did. It was looking so good too. Okay though. This run is very punishing if you make a mistake there. Thankfully that alert didn't lose me that much time, but it's still like sad. Also, this is my least favorite room in the game. Right here. It's a very long room, and if you mess up any point here, it can mess you up kind of hard. So we're gonna roll into this guard here, and he's gonna be placed behind this tree, so he can't see us. Shoot this wall here. Bounce your footsteps again, like I said. Put the cigar gas spray, the first use of it. Hide behind this. Knock this guard out. And then we're gonna knock this. And then we're gonna equip our Mark 22. And this is the fight that everyone knows really well. So you guys like have probably been like, okay, so how do you beat the end on European Extreme fast? Well, let's just say that you have to do a lot of stuff. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna shoot the end here 3 times. And then we're gonna go to a very specific position and do 7 punch kick buffers. And you're wondering why we're doing this? It's to waste exactly 25 seconds. Because after 25 seconds, the end will be like, okay, well, now I'm down to fight again. Or make some noise to distract him. He's gonna spawn right there, where, at the end here. Wait, you see the glint of his gun. We're basically manipulating so he gets all the way over there. We're gonna throw our stun grenade. We're gonna do some stuff here. We're gonna punch him twice. Our gas spray, punch, punch. Hold him up. We need his camo, so we actually have to hold him up.
Yeah, he's the only boss who doesn't drop his camo by tranquilizing him. He drops his gun, the Mosin, for tranking him. So you actually have to hold him up for his camo.
Holding him up to see where he drops it. It's actually RNG. Oh, we got it. Nice. Now we're gonna like intercept him running over here. He's actually very fast. He's a very fast old man.
Yeah. Yeah, for a guy who can literally die of old age, if you set your PlayStation clock or your console clock ahead, he's alarmingly spry.
All right, so now we're gonna go all the way back here, and we're gonna end the fight on. Runs back here. And there we go. That's the end. It's actually a very stressful fight because if he runs away, you can actually just get messed up because he.
Yeah, he's in a colossal area, and yeah, losing sight of him can be disastrous.
He's also a boss that like if he kills you, quote unquote kills you, he doesn't just kill you. That would be good. He knocks you out and he brings you all the way back to the lab. So you have to go all the way back.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, but basically the whole entire fight is we're just manipulating everything to making sure that we get him to the correct position and everything. Also, this is the ladder. Everyone knows this part.
Yeah, this is the most famous ladder in video game history.
Yep, it's funny. It really just is. People who've never even played this game or seen this game before know this part. Great.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have on my stream. I have a soundboard that just plays the opening line of Snake Eater, and I use it whenever I'm on a ladder that lasts more than a couple seconds, and people always like get where the joke's coming from.
Yeah, whenever I'm on this ladder, it's like I usually just go on my phone and chillax, and everyone's just like jamming out.
Oh, totally.
This song's so good, you know. It's iconic.
Totally.
Hopefully to the remake. That'll be the remake.
Fingers crossed. I'd be so disappointed if they didn't put it in the remake.
Right.
Oh man. Well, I guess while we're on the ladder, it's a perfect time to remind folks why we're here. This is Slurpathon 2023. Slurpathon 10. We are raising funds for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Last year we raised over $4,200 for charity. Children's Miracle Network Hospitals gives all that money in unrestricted funds, meaning the hospitals can make sure it gets to exactly where it's supposed to get to, minimal waste, minimal issues, and where it's needed. Our local one that we are donating to is the Alberta Children's Hospital, and yeah, we got some great incentives coming up. The big one being that Sound Vortex one, and then. After that, we do have Beat Saber. There's going to be song requests. So if we can get to that, if we can get Sound Vortex going, then that's what's next up. Yeah, exclamation point donate to bring up that link in the chat, and yeah, there we go, right at the top of the ladder.
Nice, perfect.
Yeah,
that's perfect timing. That's it. Sound Vortex is gonna be sick. I love Sound Vortex, but I'm really bad at rhythm game.
I'm the same way. I'm always popping off of rhythm games, like whenever you have a rhythm game block or anything like that. Yeah. And people are like, why don't you play rhythm games? And I'm like, oh, I'm alarmingly bad.
I'm just like, I mean, it's not fun to just like be bad at that over again, but like
totally, yeah.
I mean, I enjoy playing it, but it's just like when you're just like not that good, it's like damn. I like watching someone who's really good.
Exactly, yeah. It's definitely a different experience.
All right, so really funny thing on this room for extreme and European extreme difficulty. If people are curious ever, you can just hold X here and you'll instantly headshot this guard up here. Just for some reason, there's just a guard up there that you just like headshot. Alright, we're gonna go for a risky strat here. We're gonna go for a box headshot on this guard. Got it. And we're gonna do a really funny strat as well coming up. So, you guys remember when I said that we didn't kill the barrels? I mean, we didn't kill them, the barrels did. Right here, you see gravity killed this guy. I didn't kill him. It's not my fault.
Yeah, I mean, Snake may have shot him a handful of times, but there's no meaningful evidence to show that that contributed to his death.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, like, it's not my fault that he fell off, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I can control what gravity does.
Yeah. The amount of times you shot him didn't kill him.
Yeah.
So
Or shot. He's
Snake
like,
didn't kill him.
yeah, like, I damaged him. Yeah, you know, I wounded him. So now we're getting through. All right, this is a camo. It's very missable, and we're gonna try not to forget it because I've forgotten it before in the past. And don't talk about it. It's gonna be a camo right here. It's called a splitter camo.
Yeah, considering how iconic Splitter is throughout all of the MGS prequel games and like art and stuff like that, it's hugely missable.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like crazy. It's like not even like that important, I guess, in this game. It's just like whatever camo.
Yeah.
But like yeah.
Yeah, it's. I guess the idea of is it's like technically it's like urban camo, but it.
Another barrel that killed this guy. What is happening, guys?
Yeah, it's a barrel catastrophe out here.
The barrels are just like malfunctioning. Like, I don't know.
It's true.
Also, we have the hardest fight in the game coming up.
Oh yeah.
He is without a doubt. I mean, I would say most MGS runners would say this is the hardest boss in the series. He is very stupid. It is called the Fury, and every time any runner does this game, even on like very easy, any difficulty, it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on, this guy will give you trouble, and he's a run killer for sure. So
yeah, the Fury quick kill is one of those things that if you get it, it saves like an absolutely colossal amount of time.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, it's just you're in for. It's a lot like the end, in that like if you don't get it, it's such a pain because the longer the fight with the Fury goes on, the harder it gets.
oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's
So
just
it's really easy to end up in like a spiral.
it's really wild, like how much time you can lose here. But at the same time, you gotta lose time from him running away or you dying. So I gotta focus up here in the audio for both sides, and hopefully we get a good Fury. What I'm praying for.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for this? I shoot! Not bad.
Okay, it's bad. Okay, we're good. Okay, good. That was actually not the best, but we did not die. That's all that matters. I will take that any day of the week. Like, actually.
For sure.
That fight can lose you so much time. It's ridiculous. And it's
Yeah,
very hard.
yeah.
So no deaths? I'm happy about that.
Definitely. No, that's impressive because that fight again can just be. Things can go from bad to worse in a heartbeat during that fight.
Yeah, definitely. So bad. Okay, so we're gonna do another quick headshot on this guard here. Get that. Okay, so this next part is ridiculously funny, and you guys will see it firsthand. So we're gonna immediately go over here and quick headshot this guy, and we're gonna win a box and not worry about anything. That sucks. Yep. Alright, we're done. Nice. Alright, I gotta fix audio. Yeah, I gotta fix audio really fast. 1 second. Let me get to the Vulcan thing. We're almost at an auto scroller point. We're just waiting for Vulcan to finish. Yeah, box slide, funny glitch. Here we go. It's really fun. Like, yeah, just like it's just like a glitch that just it's actually found like relatively recently too. All right, the audio should be good now. All right.
I don't know if we can hear Vulcan asking about the philosopher's legacy.
This part is ridiculously long. It's really loud, so if you guys hear some loud stuff, like, I'm sorry. It's really, really, really loud.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do about that. Although I guess that would make it
Guess he's dead.
easy to tell whether or not the audio is fixed. I think it's been fixed.
Now then, I hope you'll prove more
Right.
entertaining than he was. But first,
Literally, just this whole part is just
take
us
a look
waiting
at your
for
body, shall we?
Vulcan to be like, "How's your body?"
Beautiful body you have, like a
your
newborn
body.
baby.
What a beautiful body you
But
have.
not for long. Well then, let's get started.
Yeah, this part's actually
What is
very
your
brutal.
target?
Like when you're playing the game, you're just like, "Damn."
Oh yeah,
Is it
yeah.
the
Narratively,
Slurpathon?
this is. There's a lot of torture sequences in Metal Gear
Or
Solid.
maybe it's the
Like as a
legacy.
franchise, this is hands down.
Answer
Yeah,
me.
especially the scene after.
Who is
like,
helping you?
ugh.
Who let you in here?
Fun fact though, you can actually hold the triggers down when you get punched here, and you won't take any damage.
You're a tough
But
one.
if you let go,
But even you
Damn, the
must
damage
have
is
your
there.
limits. And I am a
unfortunate.
patient man.
It's a cool trick though.
so here we're gonna do something very specific. So we're gonna grab this fork. We're gonna punch, kick, right here. We're gonna spin 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, and what that will do is we'll make Snake throw up.
Yep.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Oh,
And what that allows us to do is get out of the cell. Because Johnny, nice guy, and he is like, okay, I'm gonna check up on him because he threw up. But
Yep.
just kidding. Alright, this is a frame 1 trick. Gonna throw this food here. Distracting this guy here. And hopefully our line was good. Oh no! Okay, we're good. That was so scary.
Ooh. Ooh.
Very, very nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna equip our smoke grenades again. So smoke grenades are actually really broken in this game because guards can't see past a smoke grenade, and when Snake exits a smoke grenade, he still is invisible for like a few seconds.
Capture. But at the same time, I don't really know what to do about hitting you last leg.
The first time I played this game on European Extreme, this room specifically filtered me super hard.
Oh, it's ridiculously hard if you know what you're doing. It's like, what is even going on? There's like
Yeah.
cards here. You have nothing straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that, we're through. We use both our smoke grenades and we are out of there.
Super clean.
Yeah, no, I would well, if you don't play it, that's like everybody to be. So I don't feel that I think it's
I guess since it's all camos, you have to actually do the Sorrow fight, hey?
Yep.
Ooh.
You're not wrong there.
I guess the benefit is that Snake never killed anyone. So.
Exactly. But like, there's actually like no one in the river except for the bosses. Even though I didn't kill them, they blew up.
Yeah.
Like, that's not my fault. Straight up.
You'd think that wouldn't count as killing them.
Exactly, but the barrels don't count. Like,
Yeah.
They want to show you a lesson. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah. This part is probably the longest part of the run. And fun fact, nothing that happens in the Sorrow fight will count towards the in-game timer. In-game timer actually just reverts to the time before the fight starts. So you could literally have a world record with you being in the river for like 5 hours. If you really wanted to. Because no time actually counts there. This is not real life, you know? Which is a really cool detail.
It is. It's a classic, like, again, one of those like classic crazy kind of Kojima-isms.
Exactly.
But
it's funny because we didn't even know that until like 2021. Like, it's like no one knew about that until someone looked at the in-game timers while testing and like, wait, the timer just went back. What? Huh?
It's wild.
It's pretty insane. Like, I don't know. This game has a lot of really funny quirks and stuff. Like, another thing a lot of people don't know is, for example, in the tank hangar, the Shagohod hangar, right? If you kill the mechanics, the Shagohod has less HP. How would you how would you even know that? It's wild. There's so much crazy stuff in this game. It's just like, you know, it's sick. That's what I love about this game. You learn so much about this game from playing it, from running it a lot. Like, I learned stuff about this game from playing it, and I played this game a lot.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, and it's that like level of detail that makes it so good, you know? Like, the way they did that was smart. It's like systemic game design. You know, you make a bunch of things that work independently, and then when you have them interact, you just have to make sure the interactions make sense. And it's like, but how well it works in this game is crazy. Like catching a cobra in a cage and then throwing it at someone.
Yes.
As a weapon is something you can do.
It's so funny. It's so wild how stuff like work.
Yeah, or like
the ideas in this game are insane. Like, it's crazy.
Totally.
Yeah, like
blowing up a food storage thing and then like throwing out like expired rations and stuff like that, so guards will get distracted and eat them. It's nuts.
So funny thing about this river, by the way, all of the Sorrow's attacks are RNG. So he could actually do this whole river without attacking one time. Or he could do this river attacking like 1 billion times, you know, like it doesn't, it's random, it's up to him. But it doesn't really lose time, honestly. It's just like, okay, whatever.
No.
Alright, so
yeah.
Also, jump scare warning if people are scared right now. I know that scared me as a kid when I played this game.
Fair.
It's just like, what is even happening? He has no health. How do I shoot him? How do I kill him? And we revive, and there we go. So what that does is that gives it the spirit camo. It could be argued that this camo doesn't actually count, but I think it's for the sake that we're just gonna grab it anyway.
I mean, it doesn't add any IGT, so why not?
Exactly. I mean, it just wastes your real life time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's a very missable camo. I actually did an all camos run for another marathon, and I missed this camo, and I felt really bad.
Ooh.
Because it is the most forgettable camo in the entire game. It is called the Kabuki Facepaints. I think.
Oh yeah.
It's just it's because the way it works is you need to get your stuff first. Okay, like this. You get your stuff. This is a really long cutscene. On the PS3, that cutscene is about 40 seconds long. I mean, that loading screen, it's ridiculously. It's because Snake gets an eye patch and it changes everything.
Yeah.
So this is the Kabuki face paint. If you miss this, you can never get it again, by the way. So
It's true.
that's why
It does have, I think it has a unique interaction with Full Guy. I know Oyama does. I don't know if Kabuki also does.
I've never used it before, honestly. I wouldn't know.
Yeah. If you wear... Yeah, I know if you wear the Oyama face paint into the Vulcan fight, he gets, like, angry at you. He's like, are you making fun of me?
That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Vulcan has a lot of funny interactions. You're about to see one in this speedrun, actually. Spoiler alert. It's gonna be very cool. Alright, so we're gonna do a really long menu. We're gonna grab this cardboard box B, because it allows us to fast travel later on. So first of all, backpack, I'm gonna life medicine just in case, cardboard box, this, boom, boom, both of these, stun grenade. Alright, so you're about to see the powers of the box again. You know, we talk about the power of the box. The box will distract this guy. With this guard. And just like that, these guards don't care about boxes. We just run past them. And just like that.
They got a lot of other stuff on their mind.
Yeah, like they're down teammate and everything.
Yeah. They're worried about another barrel accident.
All right, so we're gonna go. So we're missing 2 more camos in the game. That's not from a boss. It's gonna be the sneaking suit, which we're gonna use because it's very, very good, and the maintenance outfit. Okay, so we're gonna do a strat that I came up with randomly one night when I was just like, and I make this room faster. This strat saves about 1 second, but it's really funny. Go for it.
So Senpai Music is asking if you think love can bloom on the battlefield.
This is HQ. What's going on?
You know, yes, I think so. I love it.
Fantastic.
So, the funny thing is here, we're gonna equip the sneaking suit here. And we have a lot of stuff we gotta do, because since there's a caution happening, a lot of stuff can go wrong. I'm gonna shoot this wall here. There's gonna be another guard here. I made a mistake with not shooting this next guard over here, because it can just like go wrong. He's not here. Oh, he's not here. Oh my god. I've never seen that before. We're good. We're good. A whole movie's happening right now.
Yeah.
That was when you're too slow. Alright. So that's what happens if you go for that strat. It's pretty funny, but stuff can go wrong like that.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
It's all good.
So we're just gonna do the strat normally. We're gonna shoot this wall here, and what that does, it basically just moves these guards over to the left, because they see a scientist being spooked up top, so they're like, wait, I gotta check on the scientist up the top. So every guard in the room will actually go over there and look at them and like help them out. So we're putting down these C3s, and funny enough, we're gonna fight Volgan. On European Extreme, normally we would not do a non-lethal Volgan, but since we need his camo, we actually have to. Oh, I mean, my bad, lethal Vulcan. But now we need his camo, so we're gonna have to use non-lethal strats. And non-lethal Vulcan's a lot harder than lethal Vulcan.
If you say lethal Vulcan, you just like hard toss and then SVD him on the floor, right?
No. You just SVD him mainly. But here we have to do some crazy stuff. So we're gonna equip our Mosin. Do that. We're gonna equip our Mark 22.
Hear it! Let's see you dodge this one!
Do this.
You're going to see this a lot during the sequence after Vulcan, but if you're wondering why he doesn't have to cycle the Mosin after shooting it, it's because by unequipping and re-equipping it, you cancel that animation.
So we're gonna equip the mask here to distract them for a second. Does this, and then you can yell here. I love that yell. It's fun. And there we go. We got the last camo. We're gonna take off this face mask, and we're gonna go with. Let's go with Japan today. Sometimes I just feel like switching my face paint. We don't want the mask on, but that's cool. Also, be careful, everyone. This next part's very, very loud. We're gonna need to do a lot of chip damage to the Shadow Hog here, and the chip damage comes from shooting this part. The damage is very low, but it helps out. And like I said, this is a non-lethal placement, so we want to make sure
There they are!
And if you're wondering why we equipped the sequence suit, also 1 second before, look at this. But yeah, the sequence suit actually reduces that damage by 50%, and this part is really seeing this part. You take so much damage, and there's not really much you can do. You just kind of take it. If you notice my damage, it doesn't seem that bad, but if you're playing with like no Cam, which reduces damage by 1/3, or the sneaking suit, you will just take a boatload of damage. It's a lot.
Yeah,
just die.
There's a lot going on during the motorcycle sequences here.
Yep.
But it is another ostensibly I don't want to say it's like an auto. I mean, it's literally not. Might as well take advantage of that to remind folks that this is Slurpathon X. And you're looking for extra light. Range over 1,400 bucks. For extra light on Slurpathon. And we're looking at going further this time. Right now we got incentive tokens for Sound Voltex and later for Beat Saber. We really want to get that level 20 songs showcase unlocked, so let's get some donos in for that, because yeah, Sound Voltex is a rad game. You're going to want to do more of it. Yeah.
If no one here has ever seen Sound Voltex before, it is like one of the coolest rhythm games in my opinion.
It is a really awesome rhythm game.
This RPG girl will never hit me if I throw a Sun Grenade. We're just gonna throw our Sun Grenades here at these specific points to knock out these guards. I mean, there's not much to talk about here, but it is really important that we throw the Sun Grenades in these exact spots or knock out these guards, because they will do a lot of damage. And there's an RPG guard coming up right here. If the RPG guard shoots you and you're not in the season suit, you're gonna like, you see my damage right now. Imagine this by double. Like, you know how stressful that is? Yeah. It's incredibly stressful when you're doing a speed run. You don't want to die. You can also use the life medicine to her, but life medicine's not. If you use life medicine, then you will give up Foxhound rank. which is something you don't want to get. Most
Yeah.
Also, I got a shot with the RPG, but thankfully, here our goal is to shoot the passengers. You don't want to shoot the drivers because the passengers, they have really good aim, and if you kill a driver, then those respawn. But you want to keep them all on the screen, and you want to make sure that
Yeah. Also, it probably won't surprise viewers to learn that shooting someone who's operating a motorcycle with tranquilizer darts if they crash a motorcycle, that's not your fault.
exactly.
That's not fault. He was driving. He was driving here. Okay.
Yeah, like, okay, like, sure. Like, you could have just easily just not gotten hit by the tranquilizer dart, but you did. That's your fault.
Yeah, and if you get hit by tranquilizer dart, just pull over, take a nap, sleep it off.
Alright, so now we're gonna click on RPG, and we're gonna hear some really funny voice lines from Bolton.
I'll grind you into dust.
He has so many good voice lines. He just says it's funny because you shoot him so many times, and he just says the same thing over and over and over again. He does not
feel a thing.
He does not give up.
Yeah.
Let's just watch. If you shoot him in the incorrect spot, then he'll kind of just
You're wasting your ammo.
It reminded me that it's my ammo. Even though I have infinite ammo,
I guess by extension.
Oh, right.
you don't have how low damage we're doing because of European Extreme. Our damage is very low.
Yeah, on VE you can go down to like what? 40% of his health? 30% of his
You
health?
can do like 1/3.
Yeah.
I mean, right there we were kind of like we did some things about that. It's still like kind of hard to get to that point.
For sure.
Also, if you guys didn't know, Snake is also a professional first-person shooter player. He's really good at doing his no-scope.
It's true.
Alright, so this part right here requires a very specific shot. If you miss it, it's fine, but we really need to make sure the shot comes correctly. And that's enough. It's a very So our goal here is to shoot Dragonhawk in the weak spot. Sometimes. It's actually a really good fight so far, even with the and then Eva decides to drive around.
Yeah, Eva's a hindrance.
Yeah, she drives very sporadically.
Yeah, if there was like a mix with RNG manipulation, they could always try, clockwise or counterclockwise or something. That would be.
I mean, the main point is you don't want to. This is a deal with this fight that a lot of I got him. Oh no. Okay. Alright, cool. That's phase 1. Phase 2, a lot easier.
Yeah.
You want to shoot him with the laser? Like I said earlier, Snake's really good at no-scoping. There we go. That's the shot. Now we have bike chase, which is a very long section to run.
Holy crap. Nice, both sections.
It was a little slow, but it could have been a lot worse.
I was gonna say for a marathon, that was lightning fast.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's like that fight can just go all sorts of wrong. So
Oh, yeah.
we
yeah,
always take.
definitely.
At least I'm gonna.
Chad is wondering if you think that love can bloom when you're wasting your ammo.
I mean, as long as I'm getting grinded to dust, no, definitely. I guess that's
Really, Vern? Is that the best you can manage?
Is that the best you can manage? It's funny. You should hear it in Japanese. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's hilarious. It makes it really funny.
Oh, yeah, his like, screams in Japanese are some of the funniest.
Oh, they're hilarious.
Like, just very over the top, which makes sense. Mulligan is an extremely over the top villain, which is kind of on.
Like I love talking about this. It's like Metal Gear Solid, very serious game, like super serious. But you know, there's a guy who controls like lightning. There's a guy that controls bees. You know, just all this wacky stuff. There's a guy who just floats and reads minds because why not?
Yep. That's kind of what makes, I think, the series special. I know a lot of people, I have friends growing up who were absolutely not into MGS, but were super into Splinter Cell.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're always like, I can't get into it, man. Like, why is there this weird British guy in a trench coat with no shirt? And I'm like, that's the fun part.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most high part. All this part's very hard.
You get crazy military stuff, but then you also have a guy, your clone, going around being like, brother.
I love it. Tell me that no other game has that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
No other game just has that wacky stuff. I love it.
Oh, and you gotta, it has to be said, again, these flying platform guys, the same as the motorcycle dude. If you get shot by a tranquilizer dart while you're operating heavy machinery, stop operating the heavy machinery or you're gonna crash into a tree and die. It's not on sync.
Literally. First of all, this is something funny, but even then, it's like, you know, I'm just putting you to sleep. Just, you know, pull over. This is a scenario you don't want to see in these cars. Oh, and we got crashed into. That's completely unreal.
Oh, that's rough.
And thankfully, we have a CC on, so the damage doesn't matter that much, but it's just. These guys do a lot of damage. And their aim, I'm telling you right now, these guys have the best aim in like any game I've ever seen. Like, they actually snipe you from a mile away with these like pistols, I guess? And
yeah, they've got scorpions. They've got like a submachine gun they're using one-handed while they're flying on a
and
pedestal.
they can perfectly just shoot you, you know, straight
Yeah.
up. Alright.
Also, I did not realize you could destroy that log with the SVD until seeing it in Speedrun, and it blew my mind.
Would you use RPG?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them do. The problem with the RPG is when you're playing on PS3, it lags the game a lot.
Yes.
The lag actually makes them, it actually does not stop the IGT. The IGT in this game is basically an RCA timer, but
Definitely. Yeah, no, since finding out you can use the SVD, I prefer to use the SVD because yeah, it's so much faster. But, and yeah, the PS3 version because it's so hard whenever you fire a rocket.
it's a cool version because of the controls and everything, but like, it's a lot of variances along PS3 is like how fast your bullets are.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that anymore. So now we don't have to worry about shooting anymore, so I'm just gonna shoot. Now we just chill for the next, like...
Snake, right!
Fun fact, if you use a Cold War camo here, which I do sometimes, the guards will just keep saying, damn it, over and over again, and they'll never shoot.
Yeah, the Cold War camo, for people who aren't aware, the front half is the American flag, the back half is the Soviet flag. And so enemies will always shoot you from the front, but are incapable of shooting you from the back.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite.
Oh, opposite. Sorry, yeah. So if you're facing them, then they can't shoot you.
So I'll just say, damn it, I can't shoot this guy.
They treat it like you have a hostage or something. It's great.
It's funny, like, so many quirky camo. really fun part of the run. So like, you look at some tail fire here, and then paramedic says like, make sure that you use your stuff on yourself, and then you can't get past this part unless you cure her, Eva.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's funny though, 'cause it's like what?
Probably
Let
the
me have
most
some more.
notorious part of the game too. Not so much in like speedruns, but in like a casual run. I know so many people who this section is just torturous.
Yeah, it is. It can be kind of confusing because first of all, you have no idea where you're going. First of all, but she can take some really weird lines in general. I mean, thankfully in the speedrun, she actually runs pretty fast. There's always an escorting part or like a slow part of the run. This is relatively short compared to those points. Like MGS2, we have Emma. MGS1, we have Palkeys. Like some slow parts, but this part is relatively like not that bad. Because even like she's like slow, but she's not that slow. And we've tried ways of like getting her faster, like maybe like blowing up with an RPG or something, but it does not work.
Yeah.
It's always faster for her to move here.
Also, unlike Emma, she's armed.
Yeah, yep, she is armed.
So worst case scenario, she can.
Her health bar is pretty big, you know, even though it says kind of low, it's pretty massive.
Yeah. And doesn't get adjusted by difficulty, right? Like.
I mean, I think she takes more damage on European Extreme, but it like.
But that makes sense. But the sheer size of her health bar doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the last one with guards. And then we have the end, be the final boss of the game.
Oh, the legendary final boss.
So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go over here. We're gonna shoot this guard. Haul her over. You're gonna lean over and shoot this guy over here. Shoot this guy over here. And for some reason, guards can't see past this tree like opening. And we're just gonna shoot them.
They're lost.
For some reason, they just can't see past the tree. They can see through everything in the game, but
yeah.
This tree, like this is an opening. Who cares?
You can't really see it, but the tree is made out of a big Soviet flag somehow.
Yeah. There's a damn it. All right. So next up, we're gonna kick this plant here. That will distract this guard right below me. He's like, I hear something, and then he's gonna run. Oh, he's gonna walk all the way over there. All right, so we're gonna shoot this guy here. It's coming. We're almost done, guys. We have one more fight left. 2 cutscenes, and then we're done.
Right on. A quick game of Russian roulette. That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but it matters only if you want the single action army for the
right. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
New Game Plus. All right, here we go. This fight very precise. I'll try to explain that as I'm doing it. The first thing the boss is gonna do is she's gonna come over and charge us.
Early.
And we're gonna counter
Let's
it.
see what you're made of.
We're gonna shoot her 2 times with the Mosin Nagant. Throw up a stun grenade up in the air. Turn away so the eye don't get stunned. Wait a little bit for iframes to disappear. Shoot her in the head twice. Slam her again. Throw another stun grenade up in the air. Turn away. Close in the gun again. Wait a little bit. Shoot her twice. Shoot her anywhere, doesn't matter. Run away. Then charge me, bait her in.
Let's see what you're made of.
And that's the entire fight. That is the boss loop. That is the last boss. That's the last camo.
Nice.
And this is a Slurpathon. That is it. That is it. We have a few more cutscenes left, but you know, that's the whole entire run. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Well done, Vern. That was awesome.
Thank you. That was a really good run. There was 2 mistakes, 2 alerts, but overall it was a very solid run. I recommend people, if you're curious about running this game, wait for the Master Collection. It's going to be hype.
Yeah.
Keep it safe.
Everyone should really check out this one. There's a really good guide to learning this game very easy nowadays. That just helps out a lot.
The community is also awesome. Like when I started learning this 4 or 5 years ago, and I remember just like going on there and just doing attempts. People were showing up in the and with super good advice and helpful advice. Even people who didn't run the same categories and stuff. Guy had Major Zero showing up in basically every practice we did and being like, "You can do this. You can do this."
Yeah, we just love people who run these games. Like we just love watching people get better or trying to get it or
also
run the run.
Totally, it's a really friendly community that does a lot of stuff.
There's only one boss and one.
There's a lot of races and a lot of fun stuff. You get to follow Apache on Twitter, which is hilarious.
Apache's hilarious. All right, so we have a Russian roulette here, and the moment this gunshot ends, it will be time.
Mm-hmm. You also may be wondering, since we did shoot the boss with the lethal damage in that cutscene afterwards, why that doesn't count as Snake killing her. It doesn't count because you are crying at the time. So.
This does not kill you. We are crying, yes. Yeah. The game gives you a pity, even though you did technically kill somebody.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyways, guys, that is Metal Gear Solid 3. Hope you enjoyed it. And enjoy the rest of Slurpathon. Tom Voltek's gonna be hype. Thank you guys for having me and everything.
Hey, thanks again, Verm. You did an awesome job. Thanks for showing off this great game again. Coming up next is going to be Slurping Ninja with Mega Man 9. Again. Buster only. John. You don't want to miss that. Classic run. Anyone you want to shout out or anything, Verm, before we cut it?
No, not really.
Right on. Okay. Well, take care of yourselves, everybody, and we'll see you soon with Mega Man 9.